Jared and the Spear Life crew are fishing in Sarasota, Florida, and after finally getting on some fish, John and the boys took full advantage, bringing back up stringers of fish.
That old dude wacko.
Hog, baby. Shoot him.
Good job, guys.
Great job.
It's awesome, man.
Pretty work, pretty work.
You guys need any fish to take home with you?
That's my favorite fish right there.
We're out here. This morning was awesome, man. We had a chance. John went out. They stoned some fish. Jason put them on a really good bottom spotted edge. So we came out here to this spring. First drop, Evan gets African pompano, got eaten by a shark. He's got a really nice Jack Crevalle. Not a great eating fish, but it's bait for somewhere else. Trying to put Will on a fish right now, so we'll see what happens.
Over with the Spear Life crew, the guys decided to dive that same ridge, hoping for a repeat of the previous dive. The Spear Life crew was hammering the fish on their second dive, but it was a totally different story on the surface for Jared and his buddies. Back on Jared's boat, the guys were trying their best to locate the amberjack, which is something that's usually not a problem.
Catching amberjack was our goal. I swear today was the hardest day for amberjack. Usually you can go and you can fish 30 miles offshore, catch all the AJs you want to catch. We bounced around, we looked around, we ran far, we ran short.
Little baby, teenager.
And we found a limited number of fish.
Want a bigger one, but at least we got one. That helps the confidence, definitely. Nice little fish. How you doing? Good? Healthy? Good.
While Jared and his crew were struggling to get on the bite, below the surface, John wasn't having any problems finding fish. Back above the water, Jared and his crew are still getting after it, and after a long day, Jared's line finally comes tight.
Amberjack or albatross? What is that? Amberjack, right?
Amber.
AJ.
Little amberjack. We went all over the ocean about 400 or 500 miles to catch these fish, and 30 miles offshore now catching them. Try to get a little bit bigger one next time.
Both the Spear Life crew and Jared's crew have had a long day, and while the spear fishing has been pretty amazing, Jared and his crew were still struggling to get some fish in the cooler.
Having to work for the bites, but kind of getting them figured out here with the color. Seems like they're liking the smaller pink jigs, pink and white. So we've got them switched over there, and we're getting a few bites here. Hard to keep the Goliath groupers and the sharks off of them, but at least we're getting the bites.
I got busted. No, I got him. Swimming to the surface? Barracuda.
Barracuda there.
You know, we got out there to fish and spearfish. We felt pretty confident that we were going to probably come out ahead. You know, they're fishing artificial, and it's tough. You know, spear fishing, I mean, if the fish are there, we're shooting them. So we do have a little bit of an advantage. Even though we had some visibility issues throughout the day, we had found some good ledges. We'd already shot a bunch of fish. So going into that last spot, you know, we felt pretty confident we'd close out strong and ultimately, you know, be the top boat as far as fishing the boat.
Last but not least, Will finally hooks up. And for a novice angler such as himself, it's putting up a decent fight.
There you go, Will! Oh, yeah, come on, baby.
Yeah, you got him.
It's small, though.
Right there, doesn't matter.
Oh,
Good.
oh.
You got him. Right here.
This is an amberjack.
My man Will. Yeah, buddy. Woo! Tiny butt.
With the day nearing an end, Jared hooks up once again, determined to pull this last fish in before being forced to call it a day.
Like I said earlier, we ran 700 miles to try to catch these fish, and we're at a public wreck the whole world knows of. That's how it's done, Will. That's how it's done. We put together a decent day. I wouldn't say a good day, but a decent day. Everybody caught fish. We finally found them. Usually here, man, we catch nice monster AJs. The most we found today were probably 10 pounds. They weren't monsters, but we found fish.
The Spear Life crew returns to the surface with stringers full of fish, ready to call it a day.
There we go. There's a little better. Yeah, look at that big ass hog you got.
Yeah, baby. That hogger right there. You guys were cleaning them up down there.
Ah! Boom! I shot some hoggies. I shot some hoggies. Some hoggies. Oh, yes.
It seemed like the Spear Life crew had the better luck, but Jared was satisfied with the overall day.
We had a great time, man, a great crew. Jason crushed it for us. The stories that we're going to have from this trip last a lifetime. That's one of the big things about fishing that we try to do. Always have fun. It's bigger than just catching fish. It's about being around the guys that you enjoy. We'll do it again soon. Right now, we're going to get home and go to sleep. Everybody batten down the hatches.
After a tough day on the water, Jared makes the call to head back in, and John and the Spear Life crew were right behind.
I think that any day you get on the water with your friends, your family, guys you like being around, and you're able to catch fish, you're able to spear fish, whatever it is, just be on the water, it's a good day. I had a blast on this trip, and we'll do it again next year.
One of my favorite fish to eat. Not a bad day, not a bad day. Dirty water, a couple of rough spots, but all in all, pulled it out. Shooting fish!
Jared, you didn't catch.
It's cool, though. It's no big deal.
Hey, I'm bleeding. My back's still bleeding from that fish. Yeah, I got an infection. I'm just kidding.